So this is my skin before applying the makeup, and this is my skin after applying the makeup. You can tell I am not wearing foundation. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're just seeing me, hi, my name is SINDYAKPOLO. Good to have you here. You're most definitely welcome. Today, just like I clicked on the title and the thumbnail, today I'm going to be doing the no foundation makeup tutorial for large pores and for textured skin. So this makeup tutorial works for every oily skin type, even those with large pores and textured skin. So first off, to prep my face or to prime my face, I'm going to be using the Skin de Nivea makeup finishing spray, the bridal one. This setting spray or finishing spray also serves as a primer to prep the skin before makeup, because it also helps with the longevity of the makeup. And since we're not going to be using the foundation, we have to use other products to make sure that the makeup base we have on our skin lasts longer. So I'm going to spritz this all over on my face. I love the glow and the finish on my skin. Next, I'm also going to be using the primer, and for this I'm using the Makeup Revolution Mattify Primer. This is a matte and fixed primer. I'm going to apply the primer in the areas where I tend to produce oil the most, especially where I have large pores and my T-zone area. So after priming my face and allowing the primer to sit, next we want to go in with the concealer or with the first product. So I'm going to be using the concealer, and I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer, Super Coverage Concealer. So I'm going to place the concealer on my face, especially the areas where I usually highlight my under eye area, the bridge of my nose, and my forehead area. I'm also going to apply a bit of the concealer around my mouth area and my chin area, just to give me some coverage like I would apply foundation in that area. When doing this kind of makeup, you want to make sure to use a concealer that is close to or similar to your skin tone or your skin shade. But for me, I prefer using a highlighting concealer or a bright concealer just to give the illusion of highlighting my face. So I'm going to blend my forehead area first using a damp beauty sponge. I'm also going to blend my chin area, and I'm doing this so the concealer underneath my eye gets tacky and gives me more of a fuller coverage in that area. And as you can see, I did not bring the concealer all the way down towards where I have large pores. You want to be skipping that. You don't want to apply too much product on your pores, especially if you have large pores on your cheek area or on the apples of your cheek. And I'm going to blend my under eye area now that the concealer is a bit tacky. I think this is the quickest step or quickest way to apply your makeup. It's just quick and easy on the go, especially if you are in a rush and you don't have that time to apply a lot of product, going with the step of applying the foundation and all. This is the quickest and easiest step to do. Okay, so this is what we're currently looking like, and I know we'll look a bit crazy, but yeah, we're gonna fix it. Now this is the moment you want to go over with all of your cream product. If you want to contour, you can apply your contour or your bronzer on next. I'm not going to be using bronzer or contour, especially cream contour or cream bronzer, but I'm going to be using my blush, and I'm going to place the blush on the high point of my cheekbone area. And also remember, again, if you have textured skin or you have large pores, you don't want to place the cream product on your texture or on your large pores or on the areas where you have large pores. So for this, I'm going to be skipping the apples of my cheek because I have large pores in that area, so I don't want the cream blush to accentuate that area. I love this blush. I love how beautiful and youthful it looks. Like, it's not heavy. It doesn't look like we applied too much on our face. It's just subtle. That's the word. It's just subtle on the skin, and I love it. I'm gonna go in with another layer of concealer just to brighten my under eye area. And yes, you can leave your under eye this way if you want, but I love using second concealer to brighten my under eye area. So I'm gonna be using the Juvia's Place I Am Magic concealer in number 16. I'm only placing this concealer on my under eye area, just in the inner corners of my eye where I want to brighten. With the same beauty sponge I used earlier, I'm going to use it to blend the concealer, and I'm not going to spread the concealer or bring it down towards where I have large pores. Now you don't want to bring the light concealer or the bright concealer towards where you have large pores, so it doesn't accentuate your large pores or your texture. I'm also going to blend the concealer to the hollows of my face and also down to my jawline area, just to create an illusion of contour in that area. And I'm using the leftover of the concealer on my beauty sponge to blend that area and blend off the harsh line so it doesn't look too harsh on the skin. To set my under eye area, I'm going to be using the Black Opal Soft Velvet Finishing Powder. I'm using this shade in medium, or I'm using the shade in medium. Tap off the excess at the back of my hand. Before setting my under eye area with the setting powder, you want to make sure to blend the concealer, especially where you have harsh lines, just blend it upwards in a flicking motion. Blend and flick or push it into your skin. And I'm going to place a light amount of the powder to set my under eye. I'm also going to set the rest of my face with the same powder, and I'm not going to be applying a lot of powder on my face. I'm also going to set my smile lines area as well as the areas where I have large pores. So I'm just applying a light amount of powder in that area so product does not clog on my pores or crease on my smile lines area. I'm going to set the rest of my face. I'm going to be using the powder palette, and I'm going to be mixing 2 shades or taking 2 shades from this powder palette to blend my entire face and to take off the harsh lines. I'm going to use the darkest shade from the powder palette to contour my face or to bronze up or warm up my face, especially the hollows of my face and my forehead area, just to create a shadow and to bring back dimension to my face. I'm going to be using the powder blush from the ZK blush palette to set my cream blush so it doesn't move. Yes, I am a blush lover. Sometimes I get carried away with the blush. So I'm also going to be mixing 2 shades from the powder palette we used earlier for my all over shade powder to blend the harsh lines and also blend my under eye area. I'm just lightly dusting it under my eye and also to blend my entire makeup to take off the harsh lines. This is what we're currently looking like, and I know my face looks powdery, so I'm going to be using the setting spray to take off the harsh lines, and I'm going to be using the Skin Nivea bridal finishing spray to take off the harsh lines. I'm just going to spritz it all over on my face. I'm going to place the highlighter above my cheekbone area and also on the bridge of my nose as well. And I'm going to also avoid placing the highlighter where I have large pores or texture. You want to make sure you don't apply your highlighter where you have large pores or you have texture on your skin. So next up, you guys already know I'm going to be using a blotting powder, especially in the areas where I tend to produce oil the most. I'm placing the blotting powder on my T-zone area and also on my pores so I don't produce oil during the wear of the makeup. So if you have oily skin or you have large pores or textured skin, make sure to have a blotting powder in your collection, or you can invest in a blotting paper. I'm just going to lightly press the powder in the area where I tend to produce oil the most, especially where I have large pores. I'm lightly dusting it to my skin. And make sure when you're applying your blotting powder, you're not applying too much on your skin. So this is my skin before applying the makeup, and this is my skin after applying the makeup. You can tell I am not wearing foundation. Even without foundation, wearing only concealer and going over with the other cream products, we still look like we have foundation on our skin. This is also light. It doesn't look heavy on the skin. It doesn't look like we applied too much on the skin. And I think I love this makeup, and this would be my go-to makeup, especially when I don't want to wear a lot of makeup on my face or I don't want to do too much on my face. This is the kind of makeup to wear. No foundation makeup or no foundation on the skin. It looks good, it looks healthy, your skin is breathable, and with only concealer you can achieve a flawless, beautiful makeup on your skin. And if you have large pores, textured skin, or if you have oily skin, then you should try out wearing this makeup. But make sure to follow the techniques or the steps in this tutorial to achieve a flawless, no foundation, only concealer makeup. And I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did create. If you did, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Also leave your video suggestion in the comments down below as well. And if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Turn on your post notification bell so you don't miss out on my future uploads. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and also check out my other videos for product recommendation or makeup tutorials or other videos that you might find interesting to stay connected.